It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Woo.
Hello and welcome to What's the Maple Tea? I can still hear myself reverbing.
Don't worry, I turned it off.
Oh no. My name is Rowena Whey.
And my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And you are listening to What's the Maple
What's the
Tea?
Maple Tea?
Yeah, the live broadcast podcast where we talk about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how disheveled you look like. You look like you're going to like a European soccer match.
I mean that is what I look like. I'm literally wearing athletic clothes. I am wearing sweatpants and my hair is like not done.
Yeah. And you've decided to
roll with it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna switch these out though.
Oh my goodness!
But you also
no. Why are you switching them?
What's going on here?
Yours is, I don't know, reversed?
Yeah.
Look at me. This is hilarious. If you are watching us live, then you will see that Tyffanie, when she looks at me, is actually looking away from me. Something about her camera settings.
Oh, it's a mirror? It's a mirror
She's
setting.
on mirror.
There we go.
Oh my God, can you mirror mine so I don't have to look at you?
She was just mirror both of us, and then we're just looking away from each other.
Why am I so yellow compared to you?
Time. Well, like I said, you look like you're going to a European, football game or something. So
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, that works. That works.
I just got back from my second spin class teaching of the day, and after this, I'm gonna go play floor hockey. I am very tired right now. That's why I'm drinking coffee.
She's looking very manly and sporty these days.
Yeah. I haven't been doing Rowena very much, so I need to compensate with the other gender representation.
Oh, okay. We have to go. We're either one extreme or the next extreme.
Yes, there's no in between with me.
Slutty woman or
slutty man. Those are my options.
Slutty unwashed man.
Hey, I'm washed. I showered. I just didn't do my hair.
Okay.
I showered. I swear, you can smell my armpits.
People would pay good money for us to do that right now. And I will wait until I get money in my bank account before I do that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
You know how to tip me, bitches.
Yeah. Literally, you can go to my Instagram, click on it, and the top link is Tip Rowena.
Okay, if you get a notice of money being deposited, or if I get notice of money being deposited.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is it? Where is it?
Well, we'll see it. We'll see it. It's now out there. We will do...
it's in the universe.
Who are we talking about? We are total... we are total sex workers, aren't we? We're like, we'll do anything for the money.
We will do anything for money.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We will. Speaking of doing anything for money... I might be considering doing a drag show at a location that's a little questionable.
Like at a venue that you've never done it before?
Yes, at a venue I've never done it before.
And at a venue that historically may not have been LGBTQ friendly?
Yes.
LGBTQ
yes,
friendly?
at a venue that has historically maybe not been LGBTQ friendly, but is trying to be.
So I also felt that way. Like when we were asked to do Pride Night for the Frontenacs game,
mm-hmm.
I was really kind of nervous because I felt like I was definitely out of my limit there. my element. Because like, you know, because when I think hockey, to me, I don't know. I am a different generation. I'm like, yeah, it's really just
Wait,
for the
you're
straight.
a different generation?
Yeah, slightly different generation. A micro generation difference. Just 5 years. But you know, like doing it at a hockey game. Like in my mind, hockey is just meant for the straight bros and all that kind of stuff. And but it was so awesome though, because everyone was so very welcoming.
They
though.
were. It was a wonderful game.
Like the whole
I really
crowd.
enjoyed
The
it.
game was great too.
I kind of want to do it again.
Yeah, I would totally be up for
Yeah.
it. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, you know, let's not be too nervous about this other venue.
Yeah, sometimes we need to move forward. And honestly, in the current socio-political climate of removing DEI and removing all of these things, I think that it's important to allow venues the chance to, you know, show that they do support us.
And when we're saying removal of DEI, you're talking about in the States.
Yes, in the United States, but
Yes.
also Polyev and out in Alberta and Ford being a dick. Anyway.
Well, no, you are yes. So I guess yeah. There's still room for advancement for diversity,
There's
equity,
room
and
for
inclusion.
improvement. There's room
for improvement out west. Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, like reading some of the stories, like especially the washroom situation in Saskatchewan,
Also out east in New Brunswick, things are getting bad.
New Brunswick.
Yeah. Some political movements there and some laws that were passed in the last couple years to remove protections for trans people.
Oh.
Like it's not everything is good in Canada. We think that we're better than them, but we're not always. Not always. This is one of the topics you wanted to talk about today.
Well, I think legislative-wise, we have moved forward a bit more. Well,
Yes.
not
Well,
just
yes.
a bit more. I would
Yes.
say legislative-wise,
substantially more.
Substantially more.
We literally have a third gender on our passports. Like,
yeah. And you know, in order to take that away, that there has to be a lot of like sudden political upheaval and shit like that for anything like that to happen. We can still, you know, not be fired in all provinces and territories for being gay.
Yes, that is
or
correct.
trans or whatever. You can't be fired for that.
And they definitely can't fire me for being fabulous.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can't, you know, be thrown out of your housing, like if you're evicted, just solely on the fact that you're legitimate.
And on that note, there's an election on Thursday.
There's an election on Thursday. So did you want to talk about the election? Because I've already voted.
I already voted too, but I just wanted to remind everyone that you need to vote.
Go vote.
Whether even if you're gonna vote for the person that I don't think you should vote for, you should still vote. You should still vote because it is your right, it is your duty as a Canadian citizen to vote. However, please don't vote for the bad guy. The guy who's spending money unintentionally. Like we don't need to spend $40 billion on a tunnel. That's not necessary. Let's spend that $40 billion on healthcare for people, doctors,
Oh, okay.
education,
Wait.
housing.
And we are talking about the provincial election in Ontario here.
Yes, this is the provincial election. The federal election isn't until June.
Who knows when it's going to be called?
Yeah, sometime.
Who knows? It may be called at any time. As soon as government is back in session and there's a new Liberal leader. So
Yeah.
who do you think is going to be the new Liberal leader?
I think it's going to be Mark Carney.
I think it's going to be Mark as well. But apparently he did really bad in the French debate.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mark Carney.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
going to be Mark Carney.
Yeah, we'll see.
We have already voted first day of early voting. I voted the
Yes.
day after early voting.
Ride 'em, cowgirl. Get it.
And I used a new app.
There was a new app.
So I downloaded the Elections Ontario app last year.
Okay.
And then when I opened it up this year, they're like, you can register and get your voting thingamadigger digitally on the phone without it having to be mailed to you.
So I didn't get a voting card. I just went to the place and they took my name down and they
Yeah, but
vote.
I had that thing, and they could just scan it,
Oh.
and they're like, "This is your voting card." They still need the ID,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh, well, they never sent me a voting card, so I just voted anyway.
But
But I did register, and I changed my address and everything, and I don't know. Who knows?
voting cards are like when it comes to the print stuff. You never know. You never know. But yeah, I voted. You voted. We all voted. Perfect.
We voted.
What
They
did
didn't give me a sticker. Hey, I wanted to walk around showing people that there's an election. Like, honestly, I feel like people don't know. Like, I talk to people. I'm like, there's an election this week, and they're like, huh?
I almost forgot it was Thursday.
Literally.
I almost thought, I was like, because in my mind, because I knew it was at the end of like in March there would be a new government. Not necessarily
Did you just
sworn
think
in
that
or
was gonna
anything, but there's
magically happen?
there's gonna be a new government as of in March. But in my mind, I'm like, it wasn't this close to the end of February. The end of February is this week.
It literally is. This Friday is
Friday
the last,
is the
last day of February.
Yeah.
And you know what happens on the 1st of March?
There's a lot happening for me on the 1st of March. What is 1st of March for you? Is it the Ides of March?
No, the 1st of March. Well, no, I'm not giving any and I'm not giving up on anything. I don't give up, Tiff. I don't give up. I just add on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I said the Ides of March. But...
Oh, the Ides of March. No, we're not doing that yet. Sorry, I was thinking Lent. My
Lent.
brain went to Lent.
Oh,
Lent isn't until like late March.
I say Ides of March, and you're like, why are you talking about Lent, Tyffanie
just
Morgan?
so
Why, you're like,
confused.
your mind.
No, you know what happens? I'm attending a movie premiere.
Oh, is that what happening on March 1st?
Yeah.
You're going to a movie premiere?
I'm going to a movie premiere.
Like, this movie has never been aired before.
It's never been aired before, and it'll never be aired again.
Who knows?
Who knows? Not me.
So, what is this movie called?
I think it's called Doom Boogie.
Doom Boogie.
Yeah. I think
Sounds good.
I think it's about the Dance of the Dead. You know, like what we do in cemeteries when we're trying to revive the corpses and bring them up from the graves. That's what it's about, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Amazing. And I know that there's one dead bitch who is in this movie. Who is that dead bitch, Tiff?
Is it me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan?
It's Tyffanie Morgan. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a couple tickets left.
Oh my God. I'm surprised. There are quite a few tickets left. So they first they only had the main floor open for tickets at the Grand Theater. So there's a lot of seats. And then, because it was so popular, they opened up the mezzanine. So I think it's because these seats...
It's too popular now.
I think it's because the seats are literally the last 2 rows of the mezzanine that no one really wants to... Well,
If you don't want to sit in the last 2 rows of the mezzanine, a friend of mine who got a ticket can't go. And so if you want to sit right beside me, if you want to be my movie buddy and hear me scathingly review Tyffanie Morgan's acting, come sit with me. You can sit with me.
You can sit with you, but
Yeah.
no, you're not sitting with me.
No.
You know where I'm going to be sitting?
In the front row?
In the front row.
That's so exciting. I'm going to take a photo of the back of your balding head.
Ah!
Kidding. It's not.
I should find my opera glasses.
You should bring your... Are you going to be in drag?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. You should
Yes, I'm gonna
definitely
be in
bring
drag.
your opera glasses.
I'm going to be in drag. I guess there might be a bit of Q&A afterwards as well.
Wait, this movie that starts at 10 p.m. is going to have Q&A afterwards?
Yeah, the Q will be, when are we all going to bed? I need to go to bed.
I like these comments.
What
Rowena is going to write a scathing review, but just about Tyffanie.
Yeah.
No mention of any other actors or other people in the movie. No mention of the script, cinematography. Only Tyffanie.
Please do. That would be fucking hilarious.
I'll get AI to write it.
Put it on your website.
AI to write it.
Put it on your website. I'll cross-post it on my website. It'd be like the review of Tyffanie Morgan's.
An honest review.
An honest review. Wink. An honest review. Winking face.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's happening
Saturday.
Saturday.
March 1st,
March
2025.
1st, yeah. And if we're talking about events, for some reason in my mind, I don't know why I did this, but I have people coming over Thursday to do a little interview.
Ooh.
Then Friday I'm doing Step Above Stigma. We're
yes,
doing
at the Ale House, right?
at the Grizzly
The
Grill.
Grizz. Where's the stage at the Grizz?
We're in the dance area in the back on the
So
main floor.
You are in the dance floor, or you're going to be above the dance floor? Because there's not a good sight line, really.
So the last time I was there, which was for the med students in September, there is a little stage.
Okay.
There was a little stage.
Okay.
There was a little stage. Yeah, it is in the sunken area. There's a little stage that they have
So there's not a lot of viewing.
right in front of the DJ.
The viewing
booth.
area is pretty small.
There's good sight lines.
Okay.
There's
okay.
good sight. Let me tell you, there's good sight lines.
But
it's
show
only
up
in
early.
the back of the room.
But show up early.
Let's show up early. It's
Yeah.
only in the back of the room, but there are really good sight lines.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
might consider coming. I'm doing an event on Friday. Actually, I'm really excited about it, but it's kind of like it's a little hush hush because it's hyper political. But I'm doing the
Political on Friday. The election's over.
I'm doing a Freedom to Read event on Friday where we're reading banned
Oh.
books. Various people in the city from various groups are coming in, and we're all reading a televised, like we're reading books on television. Yeah, and it's like hours of books being read, being broadcast live. I'm pretty excited. I mean, it's something that I do regularly. Like I read banned books when I do my children's story times, and I think that it's very important to bring recognition to this type of thing. And
like not banned in Canada. These are books that are banned.
that are banned in some places.
In some
yes.
places.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, because it's shocking how many books are banned in the States.
Yeah. No, it's more like books that have had fights against them.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I will be reading And Tango Makes Three.
Oh, that's a really good book.
It is. It was the very first queer book, like queer children's book.
Queer children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we mentioned that
in our little essay.
we wrote a little essay.
We
which is
did.
being reviewed right now by McFarland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what that all means, but
It
anyway.
means that you're going to be a published author, Tiff.
I'm gonna be published.
Published.
I'm gonna be on the Walk of Fame. I'm gonna be on blah blah blah. So just looking
So
at the time.
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. But what was or Friday? What was our conversation going to be about today?
Well, our conversation was going to be about because the whole kind of buy Canadian. So the whole Canada 51st state and stuff like that.
Yeah. So political shit's happening in the States, and for some reason Donald Trump seems to think that we should be the 51st state of the United States, and this has been like about a month now of this rhetoric.
Well, yeah.
And I love the backlash that's been happening in Canada. It makes me really happy.
It is really, it is something to pause and think that it took a president of the United States saying, let's make Canada 51st state for suddenly Canada to be like, wait a minute. It's like the wake-up call.
It's almost
the wake-up call.
It's almost like the 35 million, 40 million people in Canada are finally understanding what it feels like to have their, cultural and national identity threatened, kind of like all of the indigenous people who had theirs threatened when we colonized the country. Oh my God, quid pro quo. Sorry, I took that in a different direction.
Yeah, you did take that in totally, because I look at it on a positive note.
Well, I think this is also a positive note.
I look at it on a positive note. So I'm being, I don't know about you, but I'm being bombarded by Canadian.
Oh yes.
And it's like there's some real scary people online who are like, you can't buy from this because even though it's Canadian, the money is the corporation is owned by the U.S., so all the money goes. And I'm like, what?
Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is owned by a U.S. company. It's not Canadian. Tim Hortons is not Canadian. It's a Canadian brand, but it is not Canadian. Neither is McDonald's is not Canadian. Starbucks isn't Canadian. You should be boycotting them anyways. But Canadian fast food chain A&W.
Rowena, are you telling me that we should boycott Starbucks?
As I literally drink it, yes.
Yeah,
It was free, if that helps.
It was free.
It was free. I didn't actually pay for it. It was free. So yes, I believe that we should be boycotting where possible, but it's not always possible. But also, a lot of our acquaintances work at some of these companies.
Yeah.
And it's a fine line to tread where like you're like, oh, boycott them, but also like I don't want my friends to lose their jobs.
I am never really necessarily for boycott because the economy, like the world as it is, the economy that we are, it's so intermingled. It's like really, when I remember years ago, I was working for a telecom type business, and just diving into who owned what and what owned what.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally, you had no idea because everyone seemed to own everything.
Oh, it's because Procter & Gamble owns everything. Not even kidding. I mean, like literally every product you use is owned by like one of two mega companies. The mega company that owns Coke and the mega company that owns Pepsi. Like that's essentially the world we live in.
But so to me, I'm like, in this kind of climate, I would say buy Canadian. So not necessarily boycotting,
of
buy
Canada.
product that is made here.
Product of Canada means that 98% of the ingredients, the manufacturing, the distribution
She's getting very
is
technical.
done by Canadian.
Yeah.
And that's important. Made in Canada means 50%. Product of Canada means 98%.
Look, I'm learning something new right now.
So if you're going to the grocery store, pick up that box of, pasta before you buy it. Take a look at the label and just see if it says product of Canada or made in Canada. Both are good. If it says product of USA, just put it back. If it says product of Mexico, grab it off that shelf and put it in your cart because they're doing even better things. Did you hear that they're going to require Americans to have visas?
No.
They have had a free border policy for the last 20 years. And the Mexican prime minister announced that they are going to be having mandatory visas for Americans now. So Americans are going to have to pay to get a visa to go to Mexico, which I think is amazingly brilliant.
It's a great revenue stream.
And also, maybe they'll remove the tariffs.
Oh, well, anyway, we let's not talk about tariffs. Let's not talk about tariffs. So now that we've been talking about this whole biking, blah blah blah, it has also parlayed into our art forms, and we're talking television, media, that sort of thing. So it really gave people a moment to pause and be like, okay, how crazy American is our media? And I think some of us have always been talking about it over the years. Like we want CanCon.
We
Canadian
have CanCon.
content.
What is it? 30-40%?
It really depends on what medium you're talking about.
Oh, well, music on the radio.
On radio, or are we talking about Spotify and
no,
the satellites?
Public radio is 30 to 40%.
FMs and AMs. Yeah. It depends on the license.
Okay.
When it comes to radio.
Well, CBC radio is entirely Canadian.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in the commercial ones,
Rogers and Bell and all those telecom
or whatever,
companies,
that.
whatever. Yeah,
I think it's 20% or something like that.
Okay.
And then of course with your satellite, it's 0.
Yeah.
They don't have to play Canadian at all. There's no so.
The best way to support Canadian music? Go to a local show. Go to a concert at your local venue and support local bands.
Okay.
Actually, no, do it.
No,
go to a local drag show.
And while you're at that, go to a local drag show.
Yeah.
But also, we're talking the video formats and all that kind of stuff too. There. So
Crave is Canadian.
Crave is Canadian, yes, and they do have quite a bit of CanCon.
Yeah. I mean, they also have HBO contracts, which is American, but
yeah,
A lot of Canadian. CBC Gem, entirely Canadian.
Well, CBC's taken a long time to get into the digital world, and I think they really missed an opportunity. They did really well with podcasts and stuff, but I think when it came to the actual video formats and stuff, the CBC Gem, like the app and stuff, like that's a little behind. It's a little behind. Like if you're comparing it to your Netflix versus that, you're like, it's not, it's not connoisseured enough.
It's not,
but it's getting there.
It's something.
It's getting there.
It's something.
But it's got people talking about it, and to me, I'm like, yeah, about Canadian culture, and sorry, not just the media, but Canadian culture and arts. And I think there's this new appreciation for Canadian culture and arts.
Yeah. I would love it if Canada had a defining culture that was more than just not being American.
Well, that is the ongoing question. What is it? What does it mean to be Canadian?
What does it mean?
And I would love, someone like a movie or a film or something, who just dives into that. And it's different for everyone. It's different for everyone.
I know a local filmmaker.
Oh,
Yeah, her name is Bewitched. She does.
I guess you know what? She is a filmmaker. You're absolutely right.
She's a filmmaker.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like she could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Documentary.
Just, you don't have enough on your plate.
You don't have enough on your plate.
No.
But no, I agree. Like this whole diving into what it means to be Canadian, and what is it that to like the Canadian customer, and what the stories that we want to share. That was the thing. I watched I watched a really interesting thing that the whole idea of the reason why we have CanCon is so that we didn't lose our uniqueness here, right? That like for local news or something like that you'd be able to hear about the local news going on near you or in Northern Ontario, and instead of it being like, because there was a big concern like over 100 years ago that you'd know what's going on in Detroit, Michigan, before you would know what's going on in your own hometown, sort of thing. Which is still a concern today, I think.
Something I think
we know more about American politics.
We do than our own politics. It's true. People in Canada follow American politics more than our own, which is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. I will say this though.
Yeah.
I think a defining characteristic of being Canadian is that we're like globally, people think that we're very kind and gentle and soft-spoken.
Yeah.
And part of being kind and being gentle means accepting people for who they are, which means not voting conservative. Anyway, segueing on to next topic.
Rowena,
what
the fuck? Did you have like a media guide before you got on here? You're like, the message to drive home today on What's the Maple Tea is don't vote conservative. Rowena!
Tyffanie! Our way of life is threatened. And by that, I mean my right to fuck whoever I want. Speaking of which, Tyffanie...
Please, would the conservatives get rid of that? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't get rid of who you can fuck.
No, they just put like a weird tax on it.
Tariffs.
Yeah, tariffs.
If that's going in the butt.
Hey, if they take away my free prep, I'll be really upset.
That's going in the butt.
So, speaking of sex. Tyffanie has this weird collection of products here that she has allowed me to take one or two home with me. So we're going to discuss this. This is an old...
You're going to discuss this.
This is an old homosexual tradition that is still...
Change the topic. My name is Miss Tyffanie Martin.
And my name is Rowena Whey. And this is the Hanky Code.
The Hanky Code.
So the Hanky Code is a way for queer people to represent what they're into sexually without actually having to say it, by a visual representation of putting a hanky in either your back right or back left pocket to signify different things. So Tyffanie has
well, there was also arms, I remember. Or was that...
It's just supposed to be left side and right side. That's just how it is. So generally it's the back pocket. So someone, coming up to your ass can figure out your sexual orientation and preferences. Yeah, exactly. So I've pulled up the Hanky Code, the simplified version, because there's a really complicated version. and we're not getting
It's
into
color coded.
that. It's color coded. There are about 20 different options.
Okay,
and so the
Rowena,
first
what-
one is red. So we're looking at red first.
What's funny is that these are the exact same. I need to get the same camera for.
It's nice paisley.
Because I'm like,
These are the same
exact
color
same
red.
color red.
Yeah. Yours actually looks red. Mine looks pink.
Yeah.
So red is fisting.
Fisting?
Yes.
What does that entail, Rowena?
That entails putting your hand or full fist or even your wrist and arm inside someone else's bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it doesn't involve pouring amyl nitrate on this and huffing it?
I mean, it could involve pouring VCR cleaner on that and huffing it at some point.
I shouldn't have done that because these haven't been washed.
Yeah.
It smells funny.
But if you put it on the left, then you want to fist. And if you put it on the right, then you want to be fisted. Anyway, so the more you know, you can take this one because I'm not into that. Thanks.
Activa, passiva.
Yeah. The next option is white. We only have 4 colors here, so we're not going to do the whole list.
Oh, we have
white.
Oh, yeah, we have
White.
White, yeah.
White.
Is
just
it
in case it looks
whi-
different.
Is it white? Is it white?
So white means that you're only in for masturbation.
Oh, is this that side profile that I keep seeing?
No,
about
sides
nowadays?
are into masturbation or oral.
Oh, this is
Just not anal.
masturbation.
Yeah, that's just
I
masturbation.
feel like this has been washed. This is nice.
It's a
That's
nice fabric.
cotton.
It's
This
nice
is a
fabric.
cotton.
And again, it's opposite. On the left, it means that you want to receive masturbation, and on the right, it means you want to give masturbation. Personally, I just think doing them both at the same time is the best option. The next
What color have we
color-
determined that this is?
this is gray.
You're gonna call this gray.
What color would you call
Actually,
this?
that looks very silver on the camera.
It
yeah.
does look silver, but there's no silver option. There's a teal option.
No, not teal. No.
There's
Let's
a
say,
charcoal option.
Charcoal. Yes, charcoal.
I think this is gray.
So there's silver. I see something on that.
I think it's gray. I think it's gray. Looking down at it, it looks gray. And
Okay.
gray is bondage. Yes. No, you naughty, naughty boy. So if you wear it on the left, it means you want to tie people up. And if you wear it on the right, it means you want to be tied up. You might not be getting this back. And then our last,
I don't have that color.
our last option is black. We have 2 blacks, but the other one doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah, we have this with color black, which has the red paisley, which is more for the. I'm like I could see someone wearing a biker
I
helmet.
can see that.
with
Yeah. So black is S&M. S&M. So if you wear it on the left, then you are a heavy S&M top, which I think means dom, and then on the right means heavy S&M bottom. Oh, maybe it does mean top and bottom. But I feel like you can still be a bottom and give S&M. Maybe it goes both ways, and they're just talking top bottom. Anyway, that's black. So that's our hanky code interlude for the day. I'm just gonna take the one. I'm just gonna take this, and Pride season's coming up, so
Oh, there we go.
we'll just make sure this gets washed in between.
I got. Stop! You're making me have memories. So there's a comment here.
Oh no,
Lesbians seem to have a carabiner code.
carabiner is how that's pronounced. Love.
Carabiner.
Yes. So does that mean that like if they have a carabiner on, it means they're taken? They've already been U-hauled, or like what is the carabiner code?
What is a carabiner?
A carabiner is like a rock climbing buckle.
Oh, those
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Really? Is there a carabiner code?
I really hope so. Please tell me there's a carabiner code.
Like how many people do I know have those? For their keys. How many people do
Should
I
I
know
text my
has,
lesbian
has
friends?
has like a set of keys
Oh my
that
god,
are like
yes.
a pound?
Yes.
There's people like that, and you're like, how many of
Why
those?
do you carry all of your keys with you all the time?
And on that one,
Yeah, on one
Chain
Like,
sort
at
of
what
thing.
point do you need to have 15 keys on you at all time? Like, I only have my car key and my house key.
yeah.
My mail key, car key, house key, mail key. Those are my keys that I have on me at all times. But that's it.
I don't even think I've taken my electronic key code off my keychain because I'm like, it would be so bare without something else on it.
Well,
even though we don't use the electronic key anymore.
Yeah. Well, you've seen my keychain. I just have pictures of me on my keychain.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you do. Yes. There is alternative to hanky coat at carabiner. Sorry, I missed a comment. The side of the carabiner, you said? Carabiner worn on the body was used to indicate whether the wearer was a top or bottom.
Interesting.
This is
Interesting.
news.
Wait, what is a top or bottom in lesbianism? Is that like to do with pegging, or is that like the person who fingers versus the person who doesn't? The fingerer, fingeree? Like, what does top and bottom mean in lesbianism? I'm curious.
I feel like I am totally unqualified to provide any answers to that. But
I'm asking our audience.
But the audience, yes,
Yeah,
yes, the
ask the
live
audience.
audience, yes, the 8 people who are watching right now. Put it into the comments on Facebook or YouTube.
What happened to Instagram?
There is Instagram, but no one is on there.
No, that's not true. One person.
Well, they were there.
They were there. Oh, come on, people. Join us.
Sub
Join
versus
us.
Dom. Sub versus Dom.
Oh, there we go.
Top
So
versus
top and bottom and sub and dom are not the same things. Top and bottom and sub and dom are not the same things. Because you can be a submissive top. And I know a few. You can also be a dom bottom.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, this is Sex with Rowena Whey and Tyffanie Morgan.
So if, Rowena, I'm gathering, if you were to make a CanCon content television show reoccurring, you would be bringing Sex with Rowena back.
Oh,
like you'd be like Sex with Sue, but with Rowena.
Oh, I already have this planned. I literally have already been writing scripts.
You've already been writing.
No, I'm actually like it's physically fully planned. It's called All the Way with Rowena Whey.
All the Way with Rowena Whey. Wait, is it going to be for television or is it going to be
My goal is for it to be for like short clip media, but I want it to be for educational purposes, like actual educational purposes.
Oh.
And
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I could get behind that. Do you need a studio?
Well, I mean, this is the thing is like I'm currently writing scripts and I'm gonna reach out to a potential partner to see if they want to do it with me. I've already got this planned.
You fucking bitch.
This is one of those things.
Why am I only hearing about it now?
Because if I talk about all of my ideas and then I don't do them, I feel like I haven't achieved.
It's now what's I'm able to with Miss Tyffanie Morgan. No, I'm teasing.
It's now what the sweet tea. Sweet PT. What's the sweet PT?
What's the sweet? Stop it!
Oh my goodness. But yes, that's an idea that I have actually started writing scripts for. I already have like 15 episodes planned. Like it's very much already a work in progress.
Anyway. I will support you.
Hey, you went and did a movie. What was I supposed to do while you were filming a movie?
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
thank you.
Touche.
Thank
Touche. You become, that star. I'll be on the silver screen. You be on the
I'll be on the
little
small screen.
Yeah,
I'll be on the small screen. You be on the silver screen.
There we go. There we go. And then what happens when I get to do a telenovela or whatever like that?
Telenovela? Who's
novella?
Telenovela. Oh, I can't wait. Please tell me that your telenovela is going to be in French.
Part of me was like, there is. Am I seeing this correctly? That there are movies for your phone that are in in portrait mode.
Are there
movies,
really?
There are movies for your phone that are in portrait mode. Like they literally are coming out with them. Have you not seen?
I haven't seen
I feel
this.
like I've seen these, and I'm like that to me. And they are short. Like these are short, like literally 2-minute segments.
I mean, that's really exciting.
Like, and they're
That's
like
really
blah, blah
exciting.
blah 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 blah, and then ta-da, and then you wait till next week, and then there's another 2 minutes.
I mean, that's pretty cool, but also that sounds exhausting.
It does. Can you imagine the editing?
I know, right?
Like you're like, how do you get all that in like 2 minutes? I love also the fact that you were clearly chatting with someone on vibrate mode, and you keep putting the phone back to your crotch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put it over here.
I'm like, every time if you hear vibrating, she's getting a little bit of a buzz going on there. You know, she's getting a little bit of a.
Hey, I gotta get my kicks in Route 66.
Hi.
Sorry, Route 69.
Route 69. How fast can you go in
new
bed,
parody
Rowena?
idea. Sorry, one sec. We're just gonna write a note. We're just gonna make a note. Hey, I have ADHD. If I don't write it down, it's gone. Oh my god. Keep talking.
All right. So, how fast can you go in bed before you?
Oh, I've heard this
Sorry.
joke.
How fast can you go in bed? Yeah.
68, and then you have to stop and turn around.
There you go.
I know, right?
Oh, sorry. There was another comment here that I missed. A couple of psychology studies have shown that telling your goals to people make you less likely to achieve them.
See, literally,
that is a
telling
lie.
people your goals.
No, that is a lie.
No, it depends. So if you tell someone your goal and they are going to actively hold you accountable, then you're more likely to achieve it. But if you tell someone your goal and you're like your goals are your internal motivations, and I think that often you do need to keep some of them internal.
Okay.
Anyway, Tiff, I'm holding you accountable and you're holding me accountable for
Okay,
that goal
fine.
that we're working on together. That's hopefully going to start next month, right? We're going to start working on it.
Sure.
We're going to
I have
do
four.
it.
I have 4 songs.
You got 4 and I've got 6 or 7. I think
10.
one that I can't.
10.
I think I have 8,
There's
but
like
I can't
10
do the
there.
one. Yeah. Anyway, so we need to keep each other accountable. We need to actually keep working on it.
Yeah, we do need to.
And
do
we have that other thing that we also need to finish before May 1st. We talked about it earlier.
Oh, did we?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
By email message.
Oh, that.
Video
Oh,
thing.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I yeah, there's things that I'm like, I have no. You need to lean on people. So this is what I'm, in my entire mind, that all the things that you.
Lean on her. Because you're not strong, but neither is she. You're going to fall together.
Drunks. Drunks on the sidewalk in Puerto Vallarta. You're gonna fall down. But no, like keeping things all to yourself though. Like the idea of, you know, sharing stuff like this. It's not a goal though, I guess, you know.
Well, no,
but
it is. It's
you're
an idea.
able to
It's a
network
goal.
and get some ideas and then maybe
But
collaborate.
I think that's
and
a
connect.
later point in the process.
No,
So,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Because once you're collaborating and connecting, you've already started.
Yeah.
You're already working on it. Yeah. Anyway, Tyffanie and I both have secret projects we want to work on
Yeah.
all the time.
I want to know more about her secret project.
I will let you know. We can
See
talk
if I can
about
steal
it.
some of those
You're not
ideas.
stealing it. It's my thing. I have it all planned out. It's literally scripted. It's literally scripted.
Ah!
Leave me alone. Okay.
Well, I will say, I'm going to put this out into the universe.
That you have a studio?
I have a studio, yes.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of like the idea of taking on some different projects in drag world, you know, in the coming year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, well, you know, there's drag shows, but I
did
know.
consider submitting my project to your Silver Jubilee project, but I felt
You
like
should've.
I wasn't going to get to it until
Within the year.
within like really late, just given everything that's kind of going on in my life right now. I figured that I probably wouldn't seriously be getting to it until like the end of the year or even next year, and I felt like there were other people who wanted to submit things, and I was like, you know what, I do a lot of projects, I do a lot of things with you, and that it was good for other people to get the chance to kind of like work with you and be developed by you.
I'm going to translate that as I already have your bank card number.
Yes, exactly. She's just gonna e-transfer me. She's my sponsor.
She's like, I already have your credit card number, your date of birth.
Yeah, all these things.
It's all good. But yeah, so yeah, because I like the idea of drag in Kingston, kind of getting out into different media.
I think it's really important.
You know,
And I, as you know, and as many of you know, one of my big things with drag is education, and associating with groups and agencies and non-for-profits that do educational programming, because I think that the only way to change the world is by educating people. And that's what this project is, and I'm trying to build it up. I've also noticed that the new generations of people are very sex phobic. And I really want to promote, like, you know, people being open and people being honest about what things are like so that we don't have that mystification that we get when you don't talk about things.
Yeah, now that you say that. Because when I was in my 20s reading we didn't just have online. There was online, yes, and but you still had papers, you still had magazines. Like there was extra, a queer paper and stuff like that. And they were like, we are sex positive. You know, they're like, we're not going to say no to. I never really understood what it meant by sex positive per se, other than that they're okay with talking about it. They're not going to like not talk about it, sort of thing.
So,
but
I think sex positivity is it's very similar to not shutting people down. So being open to conversations, being open to experiences, not necessarily that you want to have, like not everyone's into everything, but you shouldn't be putting people down because people have different interests, different arousals, different kinks, different ways of experiencing sex and relationships. I think that it's very important to understand that everyone is different and not everything's for everyone, but maybe that thing that someone else is into, you might be into too if you just let them talk about it. Because what if you didn't know that you were into fisting? Just saying. Until you try it, how do you know?
Let's do
Until
baby
you talk
steps
about
first.
it. Sorry.
Baby steps first.
Yeah, how
I
could you
really want to
know?
suck your cock.
Oh, there we go. But some
just
people
having
don't
that
like that.
conversation.
Some people don't like that.
Well, no, I understand, but just having that conversation.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to do with this project, and it will come to fruition. It's just I'm guessing probably not for another like 8 to 10 months, just with like the things that I'm doing and working on. Yeah.
It would have been still within my thing, but it's all good.
It would
It's
have,
all
but
good.
it's all good. It's all good.
I've closed the floodgates at that
Yes.
point. Okay.
Yes, you did. If only she would close her legs.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a song of Open Your Thighs. Oh, now make your legs like butter, easy to spread.
Yeah. That is the rap from Peanut Butter.
Fret now, the script is coming y'all real soon. Yes,
Woo,
yes.
woo.
Yes, let's start doing our own little telenovelas or something like
Yes,
that. Yeah, there we
yes.
go.
So we're kind of getting late into the episode, the program, but
so my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
and my name is Rowena Whey.
And you're listening to What's the Maple Tea?
That was What's the Maple Tea?
And now we're getting into Drag Race.
Drag Race season 17 is still going, believe it or not, and apparently there are still like 10 queens left.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Maybe 8. There might be 8, 9. I don't know. They had Snatch Game like 2 weeks ago, which was so bad.
Oh, it was 2 weeks ago.
It was so bad.
Well,
Tiff.
a week and a bit ago.
And there were 2 people left,
Almost 2 weeks.
or 10 people for Snatch Game. Then there were 9 last week, so there's now 8 left.
Yeah.
But I can't believe how bad Snatch Game was.
What are you talking about? I thought it was a good Snatch Game.
Really?
Compared to Canada's Snatch Game.
Oh, well, Canada's was bad, but I felt like this one, there were maybe 2 people who did okay, like, and their jokes
did okay. They were astonishing.
Their
They were
jokes
amazing.
weren't incredible. Their impersonations weren't even incredible. They were just kind of like, just because they make Rue laugh.
What are you talking about? There was so many. Okay, I'm trying to think now. So there's Eddie Murphy on your nerve.
And I think On Your Nerves, Eddie Murphy was the best. I do think Anya was the best.
On Your Nerve gets on my nerve. Oh my god!
I love On Your Nerve. She is my favorite at the moment.
Well, maybe because she gets on my nerve. That's
probably
you
why.
like her.
I do like when people get on your nerves.
But the Eddie Murphy impersonation and the response is chef kiss.
It was chef's kiss. It was really good.
amazing.
It was really good.
But I will also say that I loved the bear. We don't call them Sasquatch.
What?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
But big feet.
Big feet.
Big feet.
I
love that impersonation.
I didn't really understand that. I'm not really for that. I also thought that the baby tooth fairy was a really bad choice. The Big Ange didn't actually have a single line. There were no jokes. Big Ange did actually not get asked a single question. They just got introduced and then there was nothing. Gilbert Gottfried was terrible but funny.
Yeah.
I felt like only the top two were good, and that's about it. Hi.
Hello, Jazz. Hello.
I don't know. I was really disappointed, and I think that maybe Snatch Game needs a break. Maybe they need to let it go for a bit. Maybe they need to let a lot of it go. Maybe they need to try restructuring, like I've mentioned many times.
So I will say that this season, there's been some really big heavy hitter guest judges. Like, it's not like complete unknowns. We have had like celebrity people on the as guest judges, which is insane.
What was this AI?
I was a bit confused
Snatch
by
Game
that.
thing?
That was literally what's her name, just behind a microphone.
Michelle
behind a microphone.
Like what?
But I think
like,
I think. Well, no. Snatch Game. I love it because it is, them trying to be a little bit, trying to be campy, and Miss AI being I could understand that. I could understand
I
that.
think
That was
Miss
campy.
AI being a Snatch Game contestant would have been funnier.
I think yeah. If you had Chat GPT, or someone, Copilot. Like, can you imagine Copilot being up there?
That would be funny.
But
well, remember when we had the robot, like the first?
Yes, that was
Gigi Good. That was really good.
That was really fucking
Gigi
good.
Good was good.
So you are starting to. I think you are starting to see, where. Well, I did have two thoughts on Snatch Game.
Yes.
One is that, that kind of art form, where
Improv?
it's
And
improv, impersonation, and
yeah.
characterization, impersonation, and characterization, that sort of thing. That may be on the wane right now in drag world, right?
I don't think it should be, though. I think it's something that people should be practicing because there's such a focus right now on fashion and lip syncing.
Yeah.
And all of these old drag crafts that really made drag big in like the improv, the crowd work, the comedy, the classic drag.
But when you're judged every day on fashion,
if fashion is very important,
on
spending
a
money
contest
on your
like
drag,
that, it's a fashion thing all the time. You're only checked in for that on Snatch Game and one of those skits that they do.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or
in the Rusical.
Well, the Rusical is an acting thing.
It is an acting thing.
Rusical is an acting thing. I was going to say the roast. The roast has become now very popular.
It is, and I do still enjoy the roast.
Yes.
I enjoy the roast.
But you also notice the difference between those who have actually had either some experience doing it themselves or done some training. And props to Hillary. Yes, if you're in Canada, you need some improv, go to see Hillary. Yes, I think she does courses.
She does do courses, and you should go see Hillary. She is really good improv.
You should do a course or something like that. But
Wilding also teaches improv courses here in
Kingston. In Kingston, yes. But you can tell the difference between, and it's just like with the make challenges. You're like, I know you can tell the people who've had the sewing lessons.
Yeah. Well, not even sewing lessons. You can tell the people who have made their own outfits before, whether it being sewing or like hot gluing, and like it's just the thinking about design is different.
Yeah, they've actually put things together before.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where are we going with that, though?
So we've had a couple eliminations. Finally, we've lost some people. We lost Arietti, and then she came back. We lost Crystal Envy. We lost Crystal Envy in Snatch Game, and then we lost Oh, we lost Hormona Lisa.
Hormona Lisa.
Who did we lose in the last episode?
I don't remember.
I was upset about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. So, which one? What was the last episode?
The last episode was the Rusical. Acacia Forgot? Did she? No, Acacia Forgot sent someone home. Didn't she? No. Corey King sent Acacia Forgot home. Acacia Forgot went home in the last episode. I was not
Corey
upset.
King, yes, that's
but
right.
I wanted Corey King to go home. I just don't find her quite as entertaining.
There's been some speculation in other worlds and other worlds where they critique Drag Race and stuff, and there's been some because they didn't really like to say that Gilbert Godfrey was safe and not in the bottom but they were making people laugh.
It was because they made Rue laugh, and we all know that's what matters.
Yeah,
is entertaining Rue.
Yeah, and then in this last episode, it was like. Who do you pick? But also, like, when I watched that episode, like, when I watched them on stage, it's really hard to tell who to...
It's really hard to tell.
Like, they were very... Like, clearly they had a lot of time to rehearse.
Yep. I actually thought that Lexi Love, did the worst of, like, that little trio of people. Because they had the three together. I thought that she did the worst. And I thought she was going to be in the bottom. I didn't think that Acacia did terribly. I just thought she wasn't entertaining. But Corey King, I just didn't even notice. Because she was behind Lydia Butthole the entire time. Yeah. So I can see why she was there.
Oh, and they apparently are official.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
What is this comment? Seems to be who can spend the most money anymore. It's really taken the challenge out of the shows coming with these expensive outfits.
It is. Yeah. I would really like it to be more of like a Project Runway style show for the runways. I think it'd be funnier if they had to make all of their outfits. Every single outfit.
Wow.
Or they're given a maximum budget. You can only spend 10 grand on outfits. You can't do what some of these queens do and spend 80,000 on outfits.
I thought they put a max on something.
They don't put a max on anything.
No, they don't put a max on anything. So, where I thought, oh no, they were going to give a honorariums. Wasn't there a talk at one point?
That was All Stars 8. They gave them money.
Only All Stars 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Only for the All Stars do we give them money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, because on All Stars, they're expecting the best of the best. They're expecting the biggest, the grandest, the most expensive outfits.
Yeah. All right, Rowena, what's going on? It's and before we end, in the last minute here, I just want to, so Drag House Rules. You haven't heard of Drag House Rules. It's coming out soon.
On what?
It's
streaming?
on Out TV only.
Oh,
by
I just
the sounds
canceled
of
my
it.
Out TV membership.
Stop it! No! I was going to feel like...
Literally, I just stopped paying for it. I was like, I don't need to pay this $3 a month. Let's get rid of it.
God. Oh, it's $3. I'll probably get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 7 queens move into a house. Does this sound awful familiar?
This sounds like Slaycation.
I think Slaycation opened the doors for this.
Oh my God.
I think Slaycation opened the doors for this. So there's a parent. So they go into the house. Apparently, there's an opportunity to win money.
Oh, well, that's different.
But when you watch the commercials, you're like, there's a lot of tomfoolery going on here, and I think it's all just, I think they're just having fun.
I hope they're just having fun.
And I'm living for it.
I mean, who is it? It's Silky,
Jujubee, Tammy, yeah, Tammy's there.
Tammy Brown, like
also,
what?
Also, someone from Dragula's on there.
Oh, excellent!
With the mustache, I can't remember that.
The mustache.
I don't
Speaking
remember.
of Dragula, Sigourney Beaver is coming to Kingston.
Sigourney Beaver is coming to Kingston,
and that's in September. And you can get your tickets soon. Soon. Yeah. Speaking of upcoming shows,
let's talk about upcoming shows. What do you have going on, Rowena Whey?
My next show is not until the 13th of March.
Bless.
I know, I have time off. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be in drag. But my next show that you can get tickets to is March 13th, and that is Green, Gold, and Gay, St. Patrick's Day show at Daft, featuring myself, Universe, and Dixon Faye Ryder. It's going to be really, really fun. Really, really fun. Oh, Bitch Puddin'. Yeah.
Yeah, bitch pudding.
I'm also going to be in Belleville for 3 shows in March. Yeah, I have 3 shows in March in Belleville. Oh, you can get tickets to March 8th at Capers if you're in Belleville. But if you're not in Belleville, if you're in Kingston, you need to get tickets to Tyffanie Morgan's Silver Jubilee 25th anniversary drag show featuring her and other no ones.
And other no ones. Fuck you, bitch.
No, I meant you're a someone and everyone else is no ones.
Oh.
That wasn't shade on you. That was shade on everyone else. Come on, let me pump you up sometimes.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know?
Yeah, and then I have
up.
2 other shows in Belleville. One hasn't been announced yet, but it's a fundraiser for Trellis. So come out, and it's going to be good.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, doing some fundraising. I've done 3 fundraisers already this year. I'm doing another one.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's
Look
a
what I can
poster.
do.
Are you on that poster?
I am on that poster.
Oh, that is you. The thing in the background.
That thing in the background. Yes, buy your tickets now. March 8th, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And buy your tickets for Rowena Whey's show as well, because
It's the same day, but in Belleville. So if you're in Belleville, you can.
If
come
you're
out
in
to mine.
Belleville and there's no more tickets
At
left.
Capers, it's drag and burlesque.
If there's no more tickets for my show and you're in Belleville.
Yeah. So you have been listening to.
Wait, what? Fuck off.
You already talked about your upcoming show on Friday and your next show on the 8th. You don't need to do it again.
You can find me on Tyffanie.com, TYFFANIE.com, and all my events are on there too. And I will not be silenced, Rowena Whey. You cannot silence me. I will not be silenced.
Mutes her.
All right,
Just turns the knob down.
I'm good. And you can find our podcast on themapletea.ca.
Of course, you can find mine shows at rowenaway.com. But also, you can find out about all the upcoming shows in Kingston, including one tomorrow night, Wednesday, 27th, or Wednesday, the 26th at Grad Club. It's Annihilation's birthday.
Oh, Annihilation's birthday.
Yeah.
The 27th.
No,
26th.
It's her 27th birthday. 26th is the date.
Yes.
Yes, that was confusing me. But it's at the Grad Club. That's tomorrow night.
She was trying to book it for the 27th.
But you can find out on dragshow.ca. I've been told that our jingle sucks and it needs to be catchier. And with that, good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.